Hello, welcome to Trisha's Cards and Crafts and my techniques on Technique Tuesday. I just wanted to do a quick card today. I wanted to show you how to make this rocker card. This is a little Easter card. It doesn't have to be, it could be a birthday card or a little hello or whatever. I've got this on the inside. I've made this one up just to show. I've got a bit of glue there, and I will show you how I've made this, but I'm going to make it in a different colourway. I've used some let's find it again if I can. It's a shimmer paper. Is this it? Nope, that's not the one. Anyway, I will find it and I'll put the details down below. I think it's still available, pretty certain. I don't know where I've put it. Is this it? Yeah, this is the one. Soft shimmer 12 by 12 specialty paper, berry burst, bubble bath, lost lagoon, night of navy and pretty peacock. The one I've used for this one, whoops, not for this one, for the one I've made, this pink one, is the bubble bath. And I've used bubble bath card as well on the inside. This one is boho blue and this one is slightly different. This is this one here, which is the 2023 to 2025 in colour 12 by 12 Lustre speciality paper, boho blue, copper clay, moody mauve, pebble path and wild wheat. So I've used the boho blue for this one because I know this one is definitely available. If that one's not, I'm not so sure, but I'm pretty certain that one's still available. So I'll just show you what I've done to make this card. So I've actually done most of the cutting out. I've got one more piece to cut and I've got some of the decorations to do. This circle is from the Deckled Circles dies, and I've used the two largest circles here, plus I've used for the crown of the hat, I've used the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth from the smallest circle as well for the brim of the crown of the hat. I've used a small flower punch, but you can use any flower punch you've got. Though I wanted to use the Petal Park punch, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm afraid I couldn't use it. So I've used this one because it was in my stash, but the Petal Park punch would be great for this. It would be lovely. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got one more little piece to cut out, this circle here, so I'll do that one while I'm with you. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the yellow, the rainbow adhesive back dots. They come with the hot air balloon suite, and I'm just going to use those for the centres of the flowers for this one. So what I've done, I've cut the largest circle, and I've cut a circle out of boho blue. I've then used the boho blue shimmery lustre paper, whatever it is, and I did like a 3-inch strip, and I cut it out of that, and I cut the same size, but I only cut half of it because I only need half. I did half of this and half of this for the circle, put them together, and then I cut them out. So that's how I did this one and this one together. You don't have to do that, but I just cut. You could cut a circle in half, that's fine, whichever way you want to do it. I then cut the smaller, the second largest circle, and again I did cut this one in half. This one is the other half of what's inside this card here, so I'm not wasting any. Because this card is white on the back, I backed this circle up, but you don't have to, but it just gives it a bit more rigidity as well, and it also helps to stop it from opening too wide, but you do need it to open completely so that you can do the inside of the card as well. So it's up to you whether you put the bit on the back. I've also got a strip here which you can't see underneath there, I just cut a strip with this punch, and I'm not sure if it's still available. I'm hoping it is, but I'm not sure. But you could use any, you could just cut another circle and then just round it off. You don't have to use a punch or anything like that. You can do it by eye, or use something that's round to just cut, draw around and then cut out. It's completely up to you, but I just cut 2 of these. I cut this 1-inch strip and I just put it in my punch, and I cut 2 of these, 1 and oops, 2. Don't need to matter about the other bits. So that's there. That one's done. So I can get rid of that. And then I had these 2 pieces here then that will go a bit like this together. I'll show you when I get to do it. So I'm just going to do, there's one little bit of stamping that I need to do, and that's on here. And I'm using boho glue to do this one. And I've got a stamp with it on. Oh, here it is. I didn't clean it. That's good. Find this just to get anything. Oh, there's nothing much on there anyway. Right. So I'm gonna. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I stamped on the inside of the other one with fresh freesia, because when I've used the bubble bath, which is the colour I've used, it doesn't always doesn't show up as well. So I've used the boho blue for this one because it's the same as the card. So I've just stamped my Happy Easter on here. I'm now going to try to fold this in half, because I don't want to crease too much, so I've just folded it in half, and then I'll use my bone fold. Got some glue on the back of the bone. There we go. And there to make a nice crease there. So that will now stand up. This piece will go inside here, and because it's the second largest, you've got a little bit of an edge around as well, a border. So I'm just going to stick this down here. You can use whatever you want to stick it down with. I'm just using Tombow because it does give a little bit of wiggle room if you need it. So that is going to go on there like so. Just make sure that that's inside my card. Okay. And then I'm going to, if you wanted to, you could give it a bit of dimension as well, but because this has got a shimmer to it or a lustre to it, then you don't necessarily need to put any dimension. But if you wanted to put it through an embossing folder to give it some extra texture, you can do that if you want to. I'm not going to do that today because I haven't got a lot of time. I'm in the middle of getting ready to go out. So we're going out for a meal tonight for my birthday. I've filmed this the day before I'm putting it on to my channel. So it was my birthday yesterday, if you're watching this on the day that I've posted it. So I'm just lining the top of it up and just going to use the side of my bone folder just to make sure that it's nicely adhered. So that's done now. So I've got half of my rocket card ready. So what I might do with this one, I think it might be better if I do 2, because that way I think it'll give it a bit more, it'll be a bit stiffer so when you open it. So I'm going to cut another one of these out, and I can use my mini die cutting machine for that. Need to make sure it's only just fits. This is a 3-inch square of card. just get my other machine out a second. I need my plates. Whoops, the daisy. Get this out here quick. Sorry. And just run this through quickly. I meant to try and get all my videos done in plenty of time for today so that I didn't have to do anything on my birthday, but I didn't get round to doing it because other things happened. So I'm just, whoops, there we go, doing this hopefully not too quickly, but quick enough so that you can see what I've done. So I can take this off now. Don't need that. And don't need those pieces. There we go. Right, I'm going to stick these two together just to give it a bit of extra stiffness, and I'm not going to put this one on the back as well. I'm just going to use it double thickness just so that it gives it a bit more rigidity. So I don't think I'm going to be able to match them up, but that'll do for now. There we go. So they're both done. And I'm going to put this where I want it to be on the card. And what I did, I used the tails of this just so that I put them over the edge so that I knew where they would sit. So that's how I did the other one. So I've used the two banner strips to make the base of the crown of the hat. So I'm going to stick these, I'm going to keep that where it is, but I'm not actually going to stick it on yet because I want to move it once it's stuck down. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. Don't need too much, and I want that to stay there, and that's just going to come to the edge there, and then this one's going to go the other side, and it's going to go over the top there. So those are coming just over to the side of the hat there. Doesn't really matter that it's there, it's just there really for a guide, because then I'm going to cut this off. So it's going to be double thickness the card, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm just cutting along the bottom edge of the two banners. So I've got a brim for my hat, a crown for my hat. So that then I'm going to put that there. So I only need to put glue below the bottom tails of the two banners. So I know I don't want to go any higher than across there. So I'm just putting glue at the bottom here. So that's what I'm doing there. And I want to put this more or less central on my card there, like that. Okay, hopefully you can see what I've done there. So I've just placed that there, so now that will open like that. Obviously it won't open right. Okay, so that's the basis of my card. I'm now going to decorate it. I'm going to have to use my small flower punch because I can't find the petal parker, and I want 5, whoops, that's not good, 3, 4, and one more, 5, no, that's 4, not 5 because I didn't use the other one. That will do. I don't mind. There, and the last one there. It's got 5 of these. Whoops. And I'm just going to use, I've got a foam pad here. It can be anything, it doesn't have to be a foam pad. You can do it in the palm of your hands if you want to. And I've got a ball tool here, but it doesn't have to be as big as that. It can be whatever you've got to hand. It can be the top of your pen, it can be this, it can be whatever you've got. Obviously if you're using a pen, make sure if it's a biro and click it first. So you don't want ink on it necessarily. So those are my little flowers, and I'm going to use some mini craft dots, if I can get them off the box, right, to stick these on with. So I'm just going to put those 2, 3, 4, 5, and put one in the middle, one on each end, and then one in the middle of each of those. So there are my flowers, and you can give them a bit more shape again now you've got them on. They do tend to flatten when you try and put them onto the card, but you can put a bit more shape back into it again, into them. Just push the petals back up again. So those are my flowers. There we go. Those out of the way, and then I'm going to use these little yellow ones to go in the centres of my flowers. If I can get them out, here we go. I'm going to use the small ones. I'm just going to put them in the centre of the flower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is my second card. So a nice little Easter card. It's a rocker card, so it'll rock backwards and forwards. And there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the cards. Perhaps you'll give this a go if you've got some. It doesn't have to be, you can draw around something, whatever you've got, and then cut it out so you've got a circle. And again, you can just fold it in half and they will rock backwards and forwards, but they will also stand up without a problem, so you've got a pretty little card to give to somebody, whether it's for Easter or for a birthday or Mother's Day. I know it's gone by now, but there's still more dates to come, more years to go. You can make it next year. It will fit in, if I can find them. Here they are. It will fit in a normal C6 envelope, so they're not too big to fit in the envelopes as well, so they fit just nicely. Okay, so there we go. So you can decorate your envelopes as well if you want to. I've not got time to do it today because I've got to go now. So thank you very much again for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.